And now, fueled by facts and driven by truth, broadcasting live from beautiful British Columbia, it's RoadKill Radio. And now, here are your hosts, Carrie Simpson, Terry O'Neill, and Ron Gray. You're listening to RoadKill Radio, of course, with Ron Gray, Carrie Simpson, and me. I'm Terry O'Neill. And we are now joined by our first guest, our advertised guest for the evening, Helen Ward from Kids First. Hi, Helen.
Hey, hi.
Welcome, Helen.
Nice to have you back. Good to see you all. You've been busy.
Pretty busy.
We have talked about this subject before, but I have to tell you, I get a lot of calls from a lot of parents that say, Carrie, remember what you were talking about, that data collection thingamabob? You know, because they don't have the language, of course. and I say yes, and they go, well, I got a letter. And I guess
letter.
They're at it again, are they?
They're at it again. They want your data, and they're sending a letter that doesn't really tell you that.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah.
What does their letter tell you? What does it say?
Well, kindergarten parents will most likely be getting a letter from their schools that's signed by Dr. Clyde Hertzman, who's the head of the Human Early Learning Partnership based at UBC. There we go. And the letter, it has a lot, it's 3 pages long. It has a lot of words on it, but not a lot of information. It tells them about this thing called the Early Development Instrument, the EDI, which is basically a long questionnaire that kindergarten teachers fill in on each of the kids. And this is behavioral research. And it mentions about the EDI, and then it refers to data linkage. And it mentions that medical and health records and education records may be linked. And that's all it says about basically a massive data mining project that's been going on for years in BC. It doesn't detail what personal private data is being linked. And also the letter doesn't, this is a research project, and parents are not being asked for their consent. Like, you don't have to sign this and say, yes, I read and understand the information, and my child may or may not, participate. We have a hot dog day. If you don't sign that form, the kid doesn't get a hot dog. No dog. No sign, no dog.
Okay. There is an opt-out. If you want to opt out, you can instruct to opt out, or what?
You may opt out by talking to the teacher. That's what it mentions. It's called passive consent, which...
It assumes that you're just going to go with the flow. And,
right.
and I want to read exactly what data are collected. And again, this is right off the letter that has gone out to Dear Parent
and this is of kindergarten children.
This is kindergarten children. The EDI asks questions about 5 areas of development: physical health and well-being, 2, social knowledge and competence. What's social knowledge? Whose idea of social knowledge are we going to be using here? Emotional health and maturity. 4, language and cognitive development, and 5, general knowledge and communication skills. The school will also provide help with your child's personal education number, which will only be used to assist with approved research. Well, what does that mean?
Approved by whom?
Yeah.
The school uses your child's name to administrate collection of the EDI, but does not disclose the name to help for research purposes. Your child's name is not on their EDI questionnaire, but the personal education number is.
And their postal code and their birth date.
Right.
And the language they speak at home.
Well, let me connect the dots.
So you're going to have,
so
unless the parent takes the opportunity to make a personal contact somehow with the teacher, every participating school district will have all of their kindergarten teachers fill out some sort of long form.
It's 8 pages long.
Making, I guess, arbitrary assessments on physical health and well-being, social development, competence, emotional health, maturity, and all this in order to better gauge whether or not the kids entering kindergarten are ready for kindergarten, or ready to be good students, or what?
Well, that's what they say, but...
Does anyone here remember a little while ago when one of the cable companies introduced negative option billing?
Yeah, that didn't work too well, did it?
Smoke came out of people's ears. This is the same thing. It's negative option participation in data mining.
Well, let me. This is their words. I love it when their words are so obvious.
Wait for a bit on that.
Okay, this is under the heading on the same letter, people. What is involved in project participation? Your taking part is voluntary, and you need not return this form to have your child participate.
Oh, great. I don't.
Exactly.
Oh, thank
Throw it
goodness.
away and you're in.
Participation will not affect any services that your family receives from your school district. You have the right to withdraw from the study at any time, and you have the right to ask that your teacher not answer any of the questions. If you wish to remove your child's name from the participants, please contact your teacher's child within 4 weeks upon receiving the letter. So you have to go to, this is not signed consent to do this. You have to go to the effort to get them out of it. Then it goes on to say, and this is very interesting, if at any time you have concerns about your treatment or rights as a person who takes part in this project. So aren't they basically advising you that even though your child's taking part in this, it's you.
You're taking part, baby.
This.
Well, the parents' data is being linked too.
You may contact the research line, blah, blah, blah. If at any time you have concerns about your treatment or rights as a person who takes part in this project. So
Yes.
Well, they even ask the teachers the questions that the teachers can't possibly answer, like about the children's past non-parental care arrangements. Was the child in daycare? Was it full-time? Was it a licensed daycare
I'm sorry,
arrangement?
but you'll have to give me some money to hire a private investigator to dig
Well, I mean,
that
it's like
one up.
they ask,
Probing
does the child attend Sunday school or language classes or preschool? Part-time or full-time, and all this kind of stuff. Those are questions obviously teachers can't answer properly, so they might just tick don't know, but it's like, this isn't real research. I mean, that makes it, I mean, if you want to know those questions, you have to ask mom and dad. They don't want to ask mom and dad. They don't want to know that mom and dad, they want mom and dad to know what's going on. That's why they've got around the standard ethical procedures by getting this passive consent permitted, you know, and they don't tell parents what's going on.
Terry, dear.
Yes?
I have a question for you.
Yes, Mrs. Simpson.
Can you answer a question for me?
Okay, Mrs. Simpson.
Terry, if there was a quarrel or some of your friends were fighting, would you try to solve it or stop it?
Only if my brother was involved.
Is that very true, or is that sometimes true? Or, don't know.
Don't know.
That's don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Terry, if one of your friends was crying, what would you do? Would you try to comfort them, or would you leave them alone?
Or would you stop hitting him?
I would leave them alone.
Terry, if you
Yes,
saw
Mrs.
one...
Simpson.
I feel sorry for anyone who's just tuned into this broadcast. They must think that it's the Goon Show.
Terry, if you saw one of your friends feeling uncomfortable or squiggling in the classroom, would you laugh at them?
I don't know.
That's an easy one. We just go don't know.
That's
Don't
right.
know.
But
Do you go to Hebrew school?
I go to catechism.
That's okay.
now, Terry, do you have any home problems? Is there problems at home that you need to tell us about?
Really? Do they ask that?
Yes,
Problems
they do.
at home? That's on
No,
there.
they don't ask the kids that.
No, the
The
teachers
teacher
ask
has-
that.
Teachers ask that.
These are all.
Did teachers ask kids that directly?
No. This is what the
Teachers
teacher are
have to fill
asked.
it.
Yeah,
The teachers
problems
are asked
at
that.
home.
So the teachers have to, if they know that there are problems,
They must take
they
the.
answer that.
Well,
So
it
the
says-
teacher doesn't know.
Okay. Terry, are you ever unhappy, sad, or depressed?
I'm unhappy now, Mrs. Simpson.
We can see that. Tick yes.
Are you fearful or anxious?
I'm afraid of you, Mrs. Simpson.
Are you worried?
I'm worried this will never end.
Are you going to cry?
Okay, we got it.
Well, the whole EDI was actually designed around what Hertzman says, the philosophy: no evidence, no data. No data, no problem, no policy. So you have to create the evidence to get the policy that you want from the first,
Well, you
from
have
the
to
get-go.
manufacture the problem as well.
Yeah, you manufacture it all, and then you
Yeah.
get what you want is
That's
all
the
the kids in
solution.
institutional care, all the parents
The thought forms.
in the labor
I love
pool
your thought form.
buying stuff.
Thank you.
No problem, no pay.
That's right.
Well, I also got to tell you, the kindergarten teachers and the principals don't know what help is really doing. They don't tell them about all this data linkage stuff and the
What
details.
about the
that I
parent
have.
advisory committees?
They don't. They tell them, oh, it's all good, it's all nice,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah,
friendly, happy, and have dinner with us. And they don't tell. They don't.
Wakey people.
Yeah,
They don't
that's right.
tell them the facts.
Good. I hope you're coming back soon, and
Good.
we'll stay on top of this. Do appreciate you coming in.
Okay, thanks for having
Good.
me.
Thank you very much.
You've been listening to RoadKill Radio.